Worship you. Oh, welcome back. Great to be with you this morning here on 100.1 FM, The Remnant. I'm your humble host, Rich Gilgallen, reading the gospel word for word, as we do here every morning from 6 to 9 on 100.1 FM. Thank you for tuning in. And so Jesus is on his way back to Judea and to the family of Lazarus, whom he loved. So when Jesus came, he found that Lazarus had been in the tomb 4 days. Now Bethany was near Jerusalem, about 2 miles away, and many of the people had joined the women around Martha and Mary to comfort them concerning their brother. Then Martha, as soon as she heard that Jesus was coming, went out and met him, but Mary was sitting in the house. Now Martha said to Jesus, "Lord, if you had been here, my brother would not have died. But even now I know that whatever you ask of God, God will give you." And Jesus said to her, "Your brother will rise again." And Martha, who obviously has been listening to Jesus and his preaching, Martha said to him, I know that he'll rise again in the resurrection at the last day. So she has confidence in his eternal destiny. And Jesus said to her, "I am the resurrection and the life. He who believes in me, though he may die, he shall live. And whoever lives and believes in me shall never die. Do you believe me?" She said to him, "Yes, Lord, I believe that you are the Christ, the Son of God, who has come into the world." And when she had said these things, she went her way and secretly called Mary her sister, saying, "The teacher has come and is calling for you." As soon as she heard that, she arose quickly and came to him. Now Jesus had not yet come into the town, but was in the place where Martha met him. Then the people who were with her in the house and comforting her, when they saw that Mary rose up quickly and went out, followed her, saying, "She's going to the tomb to weep there." Then when Mary came where Jesus was and saw him, she fell down at his feet, saying to him, "Lord, if you had been here, my brother would not have died." Therefore when Jesus saw her weeping, and the people who came with her weeping, he groaned in the spirit and was troubled. And he said, "Where have you laid him?" And they said to him, "Lord, come and see." This famous two-word verse, Jesus wept. And they said, "See how he loved him." And some said, "Could not this man who opened the eyes of the blind also have kept this man from dying?" Then Jesus, again groaning in himself, came to the tomb. It was a cave, and a stone lay against it. And Jesus said, "Take away the stone." And Martha, the sister of him who was dead, said to him, "Lord, by this time there's a stench. He's been dead 4 days." Jesus said to her, "Did I not say to you that if you would believe, you would see the glory of God?" Then they took away the stone from the place where the dead man was lying. And Jesus lifted up his eyes, geographically, lifted up his eyes, and said, "Father, I thank you that you have heard me. And I know that you always hear me. But because of the people who are standing by, I said this, that they may believe that you sent me." Now when he had said these things, he cried out with a loud voice, "Lazarus, come forth." And he who had died came out, bound hand and foot with grave clothes, and his face was wrapped with a cloth. And Jesus said to them, "Loose him and let him go." Then many of the people who had come to Mary and had seen the things Jesus did believed in him. But some of them went away to the Pharisees and told him the things that Jesus did. Amen. They were not happy. It's an amazing moment in the history of the world right there, by the way. you ask me. You tuned in to 100.1 on your FM dial. It's the Remnant and the Rich Gilgallen Morning Praise Show. 2 for Tuesday with Zach Williams right here.
If you've been walking the same old road for miles and miles.